Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Loke123 here. You're joining me back for the app's choices on Most Wanted, Chapter 9, Sunk Cost. Now playing as Detective Dave Reyes. An hour after the debacle at the Green Palms trailer park, you're back at the precinct. Mackenzie takes a close look at your burns. Looks like you didn't get it too bad. These will heal up quick. I'm more worried about your lungs with all that smoke. Thanks, Mackenzie, but don't worry about me. A warm fur ball curls up against your shoes. You look down at the stray dog, who had hopped in the ambulance with you. Roar. Looks like I'm the only one that worried about you. This little guy taken quite the liking to you, Reyes. He'll be sad to go. Go? What do you mean? Animal control's on their way over to collect him. We've asked around the trailer park if he'd belonged to anyone. Everybody said he was a local stray. Huh? Too bad. This little guy did save our lives. Pretty brave. Though he barked a toll, you'd think he was 10 times his size. He reached down and scratched the dog's head. He closes his eyes and grins, wagging his tail. You know, you can adopt him if you want. Me? Adopt a dog? Sure! You can have him at your place. He could keep you company and maybe even make a good guard dog. At least a good chick magnet. Your puppy tries to hop up on your lap, but he can't jump that high. He paws at your shins until you pick him up and sit him on your lap. Aww. You could even name him whatever you want. Dog cocks his head, grazing at you with big dark eyes, and licks your nose with his tiny tongue. Hey! Just then, two uniformed men from Animal Control stroll in. Mackenzie flags them down. Over here, fellas. Reyes, are they clear to take the dog? You gaze down at the dog, nestling in your lap for a nap. You know what? Damn, I would have picked it. Take him away. Go on, then. The dog keeps waggling his tail at you until the animal control officers herd him into a crate and carry him out of the precinct. You're giving him up? But he's so cute. I know. He'll find a nice home. Won't he? Sure hope so. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a hell of a mess to clean up. Across the room, you spot Sam Macy, who returns your glare with matched iciness. You walk over to the other side of the bullpen where the forensic team looks on as Sam dismisses an EMT with an impatient wave. I'm fine, nothing but scratches. The badass here ain't got no time to bleed. Classic. That's right, Rez. A cowgirl's always got to charge in, half-cocked. Ever the cavalry. Real nice, Hollywood. Pin your mistakes on me. Looking up from their desk, Reza, Nick, and Mira exchange silent, uncomfortable looks. Yikes! Did it get colder in here, or is it just the shade party you two are throwing? Yeah, well, tension is coming to a head right now. Is it your professional tension or your sexual tension? Jeez, Mira, you can't say things like that. What? I want to be prepared for either. Fine. You want to know what happened? We had him. We could have nailed Toll if Reyes hadn't gone gun-shy all of a sudden. Was that really how you remember it? Because I specifically telling you to wait for backup in case Toll was waiting for us, which he was. Guys, can we sheath the claws for a second? We have a case to solve. He's right. You two need to stop being divas. You think the three of us have never had drama at work? These two fill me with rage a majority of the time. But we still put in work. Now, do you have forensics for your forensic team? Or are we just gonna brood and smolder all night? You saw it. Sam nods grimly at you, swallowing her pride. They're right. Let's get to work. You walk over to Nick, reaching in your jacket and producing the notepad you bagged at Toll's trailer. Look, I know most of us Most of what was in Tull's trailer will be destroyed if it can be recovered at all. But we did find this. Nick takes it delicately in his latex gloves, gives it a thoughtful look over. In an expert opinion, as forensic analysis, I have to conclude that it's blank. Although, it does look like someone recently tore off the top page. Exactly. And I want to know what was written. If he was writing hard enough, whatever he wrote on the top page must have left impressions on the pages below. From that mugshot, he looks like the guy who writes pretty angrily. Let's try it. You watch anxiously as Nick applies some chemicals to the page and places it face down in an analyzer. An image pops up on the screen. Laura. In a phosphorus purple, a single word appears, scrawled across the notepad. Damn, I'm good. I should have had a tip jar. Who's Laura? Could she be Tull's next target? It'll be tough to go on so little, but I'll cross-reference a name with anybody related to Tull. Reyes' fingers fly on the keyboard. No results, I'll keep trying. There's something else you can help. Reyes and I found that Tull's wasn't hired by anyone. He went after Gavin and Jessica to protect Haley Rose. He's obsessed with her. We did peck him for the obsessive tendencies. I want to know if he had any contact with her. Jessica had the contacts of Haley's phone on her computer before Tull shot it, right? Any luck recovering the data? Not yet, but I'm working on it. Turns out going all John Connor on a computer really messes it up. One thing I'm trying to figure out, though, is why did Tull go all this way to destroy the computer in the first place? The hacked photos were already online. It's not like destroying the computer erases them from the internet. If you ask me, Tull did it because he was simply insane, an idiot, or consumed by rage. At the time, I don't think he was consumed by rage. That's a tough one. Because rage, nah, we're gonna run that out. Completely insane. See, to me, he did it because there was something on those computers. Or at least they were pegged to Haley Rose, so this exclamation's kind of weak. I'm gonna go with an idiot. I mean, have you seen him? Pretty sure the only computer he's ever used was powered by a squirrel on a treadmill. That would actually take quite a bit of expertise to set up. Tull's not getting into Mensa, but he's no idiot. I wouldn't underestimate him. Seriously, you can't underestimate your opponent. That's always come back to bite the hero. Have you not seen any movies? Movie talk aside, we've got some bigger issues to deal with. What do you mean, Mira? John Tull, we studied, isn't the same man on the run. His criminal record was 8 years ago. Prison changes people. Are you speaking from experience? Because I'd believe it. We have to understand who John Tull is today if we want to catch the bastard. I'll need to revise his profile, and Reyes, Macy, I'll have to rely on your memory to do it. You know, since you sunk the crime scene in the bottom of the Pacific. We'll never hear the end of that, will we? Ask away, Mira. Question 1. A lot can be gleaned from the way someone keeps her home. What was Tull's trailer like? Messy? Like frat house messy, or just the hoarders show no mercy? It was disgusting. Dirt, grime, moldy food all over the place. Interesting. Says Tull's likely to be a rash and impulsive. He's thinking emotionally. That sounds like the new him. Question 2. Did you see any signs that Tull was ordering takeout or delivery? Yes. You know, we did see some takeout boxes. If Tull's going out for food, he's not afraid to be seen. He's brazen. Makes sense with his style of public attacks on Roth and Jessica Green. One last thing. Of all the celebrities in the world, Tull became obsessed with Haley Rose. Why do you think he chose her? Her song. Tull is obsessed with Haley because her breakout hit Outlaw. The song Nick uses to torture us? Oh god, now he has more reason to play it. Well, it is about a lone outlaw hunted by police, misunderstood by society, doomed and tragic. Tall may him see himself as that outlaw. I bet he's delusional enough to think Haley wrote that song for him. Alright, thanks, Reyes. I'll develop a new profile for Tall and distribute it throughout the force. Anything you can give us, Mira? We have to catch this guy. Damn straight, give him hell. You step away from the desk just as Captain Beckham enters the precinct, having returned from the trailer park. Without so much as a look, she stalks straight towards her office. Macy, Reyes, my office now. You see him share a look and follow Captain Beckham inside. Now playing as Detective Marshal Samantha Macy. Close the door behind you. You do as you're told, shutting out the sound of the precinct. Beckham sits down at her desk and folds her hands, her gaze moving from you to Dave and back. Her voice is calm and clear. If I recall, I told you both that you were done for the night. Am I mistaken? No, Captain, you're not. And yet, here you are. Here you sit before me, disobeying my direct orders, allowing a murderous psychopath to escape, completely destroying a crime scene and nearly getting yourselves killed. That's a nice cherry on top. Something went seriously wrong tonight, and I intend to find out what that something is. Beckham eyes fall on you. Let Dave explain. Look over to Dave, hoping it can talk his way out of this one too. Dave notices and takes the lead. Captain, Macy and I apologize for the embarrassment and for the danger we put ourselves in. We respected your orders to retire for the night, but we believed we had a chance to apprehend the killer, and I made a call into the trailer before backup arrived. Both Macy and I can promise you that, from now on, we're doing this by the book. Beckham thinks for a moment. This doesn't sound like you, Reyes, but you've served this unit with distinction for a long time. If you made the call, I trust you believed it was the right. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter. Having you here was a favor, Macy, one the brass considers exhausted. What are you saying? When you swallowed your pride and apologized after Joshua Neely fiasco, I thought you would take what it takes to survive in Los Angeles, Marshal. I fought for you. But now that a VIP of Haley Ross's stature is directly involved, the case is too delicate to allow any more mistakes. You're officially off the case. What? Plead with Beckham. Please, Captain, there has to be something you can do. Someone I can talk to. I'm afraid you have to take it up with the Marshal's office back in Odessa. All I can do is promise you that we will bring John Toll to answer for his crimes. Captain, is this really necessary? The decision's been made. Macy, go home. You feel your throat tense up, anger swelling up in you. You face Dave and look, chilling him. Sam. You walk out of the office without a word. Sam, wait! You let the door slam behind you. Well, looks like we have reached the end of that chapter. Hope you guys have really enjoyed it. And hopefully we get this straightened out. And, hey, get her back on the team. So it looks like we'll be doing chapter 10 of 15 next. So, like always, feel free to like, comment, share, and if you're not already, subscribe. And until next time, live long and prosper.